Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to episode 639 of Film Bastards. My name is Ian, and as always, I am joined by...
Becky. Hello, everybody.
I'm Mark. Hello, everybody.
Hello, one and all. We are back, and I think we've got a relatively uninterrupted run for the next couple of months or so before Mark and Becky go on holiday again. It's like early October, isn't it, guys?
Yeah, first week in October, yeah.
Yeah, cool. So, yes, thanks for bearing with us. We are back. Coming up on this week's show, I can't actually remember what we said we were going to do last time round. I think we said we were going to do Tony, but it basically got a limited release in the UK this week. And I don't think it was even playing anywhere close to Mark and Becky. I was going to go see it yesterday, but I had about a food poisoning thanks to a Bosnian ham roll. So I didn't see Tony yesterday either. I think it's getting a wide release next week. There's also quite a lot out next week. So I don't actually know how wide it's going to be next week. We'll talk about what's coming up next week at the end of the show. So we are going to be talking about The End of Oak Street, David Robert Mitchell's new dinosaur time travel-y film, as well as the director's cut of the second X-Files film, which popped up on Disney Plus if you looked hard enough this weekend.
Yep.
Very, very weird that you have to go to the extras of I Want to Believe to see the director's cut, but fine. So the X-Files, I Want to Believe, Vrak Frankenstein or something. Yeah, we'll talk about it. We've also got some what we've been watching. We'll talk some trailers and whatnot. Yeah, we are a Pod Syndicate podcast, so please do listen to like-minded shows such as Chinstrugger vs. Punter, The Rewatch Project, Entertainment Landfill, The Good, Bad, The Odd. And apologies if I'm slightly out of it, but like I say, I am recovering from a bit of food poisoning, and I am feeling a bit lethargic today, so my apologies for that in advance. But let's get into it. By the way, as well, the Bosnian ham roll, I'm not trying to be xenophobic about Bosnia. It was my own fault. For reasons, it had been in my bag for several hours and had been on a plane. So, was likely self-inflicted. The good people of Bosnia, I'm sure, have very good food standards, and I was fine for a week. They like their potatoes and they like their meat. Their national dishes are very nice and they're very brown. So, let's get into it. Trailers. I'm sure we've got an absolute ton of the fuckers, quite frankly, but anything pop into mind, guys?
What have we got? Another trailer for By Any Means that seems to be just the same trailer as we've already seen, but it's saying that it's a different trailer.
Oh, do you know what? I didn't see that. This is the Mark Wahlberg and... Who is it?
Yahya Abdul-Mateen.
Yeah.
It is Yahya Abdul-Mateen, yeah. Why does that need a second trailer?
I don't know. It's weird. It's out in I think 2 weeks.
I mean, to be fair, I haven't seen a first trailer, so for me it was quite good.
Was that? Mm-hmm. What do you think then?
I think it looks quite good, yeah. I think it's... I don't know, Mark Wahlberg trying to do serious always smacks a little bit wrong.
Yeah, but he's trying to do serious, but he's also put on a lot of facial prosthetics.
Yeah, I just feel like he's got a comedy energy to him.
He does have a bit of the... You've played a buffoon too much that you're permanently a buffoon now.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah. It's like when Adam Sandler tries to do serious and you're like, when's it get funny?
Yeah.
And especially facial prosthetics, like you say, they always just scream comedy, don't they?
When does Kevin James turn up?
Yeah. So yeah, but yeah, I mean, it looks intriguing. I like Yahya, so all good.
That feels like a really... That and the Brad Pitt dog one both feel very, very September films.
Yeah. I mean, I'm looking forward to The Heart of the Beast. I think it looks it just looks like I'm going to enjoy this movie.
By the way, just ever so slight tangent. This whole thing about Brad Pitt saying, like, I'm not sober anymore.
Yeah.
Is he, like, prepping us for something?
No, I think if you actually read what is it, it's not that he's saying. He's basically saying that he now he's okay to enjoy a drink now.
I don't know. Okay. That's not really how I kind of read it. I mean, I might have completely misinterpreted it, but I think with high profile people like that with sobriety, I think a lot of the time coming out and saying it gives them a certain amount of exposure and accountability that, like, if other people are watching, it makes them feel more like they have to get back on it. I don't know.
I just think it's one of those things where it's in a kind of wide range interview. It's the one thing that everyone kind of like went, "Oh, look at that," and it's just always a little bit like to me.
Because the sort of thing that I saw most people pointing to was when he was saying that he had been feeling suicidal and stuff.
I've seen a lot about the drink. I think it's just one of those things where I think he's an odd character in the fact that he doesn't do a lot of interviews.
No,
he's one of those guys where actually doesn't do a lot of interviews post since about the mid 2000s.
Maybe he doesn't because he has no filter.
Maybe he's just one of those guys that has no filter. Yeah.
He's like, if I do many of these.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just like all the stuff about him and Jolie and like his kids like taking his name off of their names legally and stuff like that.
Got to be something.
I just. Yeah, and like I can't help but feel that Brad Pitt's maybe gotten away with some stuff because he's Brad Pitt. Kind of in much the same way I think Tom Cruise has probably gotten away with some stuff because he's Tom Cruise. And to like come out and say, "Oh yeah, you know, like I can enjoy a drink and I know how to handle it now and whatnot." I feel like this time next year, there's a relatively decent chance that is going to come back to bite him on the arse quite severely. And I hope I'm wrong. I don't know. I just think it was like an interesting... You don't hear many people say that. And I mean, fair play, like points for honesty. But I hope he can control it because, you know... A lot of recovering alcoholics can't. That's why there's so fucking many of them. So, you know, hey, good luck to the guy. Anyway. Violent Night 2. David Harbour, another interesting man. I like that they're not just doing the same plot again. I'm not entirely sure I'm into Kristen Bell as Mrs. Claus.
It's a bit... I mean, fuck it. It seems fun.
Yeah. I mean, I'm up for it. I don't know. It just like that feels like real. Hey, you know, who have we got? It's Anna from Frozen. She's playing Mrs. Claus, and it's just like, is that the joke? Is that just the joke? It's Kristen Bell is Mrs. Claus. I've just got a feeling, is she just going to be in it for 5 minutes?
Yeah, I don't think she's going to be in it like a big one, is she? It looks like she's just going to appear at one point and be in it for like a couple of scenes, then that'll be it. Doesn't feel like it's a them two intimate. It feels a little bit like it might be setting up a third movie where she's possibly in it more.
It's like what they did with Goldie Hawn with the Christmas Chronicles.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it feels very, very similar to that.
Do you remember Christmas Chronicles where Christopher Columbus didn't direct the first one, but he directed the second one? That was fucking weird.
And the first one was really good, and the second one was just a bit bloated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very odd. Very odd.
Yeah, like it's almost like they seem to go as well. Oh, we fucked this a little bit, haven't we?
Yeah, pretty much.
What else have we got?
Okay. The only living pickpocket in New York.
Yeah, directed by, what's his name? Written directed by the fella that's always in Rian Johnson films.
Oh,
Noah something.
Noah Segan.
Yeah. Looks properly late 70s, kind of early 80s thriller vibe.
Yeah. Looks like a real film.
That's what you said to me, didn't you? Yeah. After the trailer, you turned me and said, it's weird to watch a trailer for like a real looking film.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, I'm just... Good cast. Looks like a good sort of low-key story.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm up for that.
Just a human-based kind of character study kind of vibe. And yeah, I don't think you really get an awful lot of them anymore.
No. And Totoro can do that in his fucking sleep, but still be just really fucking entertaining with it.
Sorry guys, my phone's got low battery. I need to switch back to my Wi-Fi. I'll just be a second. And I'm back. Sorry about that. And I've probably forgotten to take that out as well, so apologies, audience.
Oh, good.
Yeah, looks like a proper film. It's got proper actors in it. Very excited by the general scuttlebutt in kind of like film podcasts that are in the know that it looks like a John Turturro Oscar campaign could be forthcoming.
Ooh, that'd be nice.
That and John Goodman for Digger and Steve Buscemi for Wild Horse 9. They're all being talked about.
Yeah, that's some guys.
That's fucking fun.
Yeah, that's some guys that definitely deserve these accolades as well.
Yeah. Like it could be. Yeah, I think this Oscar season is going to be super fun. So yeah, only living pickpocket in New York looks good. Paper Tiger.
Ooh, didn't see this one.
Yeah, new James Gray. Looks kind of like political crime thrillery. Adam Driver and Miles Teller and Scarlett Johansson. Driver looks like he's putting in a fucking performance. Kind of like sleazy politician type by the looks of it. That could be fun. And yeah, it's like the teaser's only like a minute long, but it's got a vibe as all James Gray does.
Yeah.
So yeah, that looks fun.
Yeah, I do enjoy James Gray. When he's on form, he's fucking great. He's James Gray. Just he's a bit of a moody character.
It's apparently it was written as a sequel to Armageddon Time, and I haven't caught up with Armageddon Time yet, so I think I need to do that. But yeah, interesting that it started life as that. But yeah, it comes out in November, I think. This, at least in the US. So yeah, we'll see. It looks good.
Nice.
So there's also Verity. Which the teaser trailer for this played in front of the end of Oak Street, and in that you've got a bit with Dakota Johnson straddling Josh Hartnett, and Lottie looked at me and was just like which was really weird because she knew what was going on, and I didn't really know what to say, so I just laughed. But look, this looks like it's going to be mainstream psychosexual trash, and I'm pretty up for that.
Yeah, I'm kind of up for a bit of a like I say, a very broad erotic thriller with Dakota Johnson, Anne Hathaway, Josh Hartnett.
Yeah, absolutely. It is kind of weird that it's like they're painting Dakota Johnson as kind of like the younger, the young hot person who comes into the household and steals Josh Hartnett away. What's the age difference between Hathaway and Johnson? I feel like it's probably
7
not
years.
that much. Yeah, there you go. So, I don't know. Weird kind of positioning for that. I feel like Dakota Johnson's at the upper end of being realistic in this kind of role.
I feel a little bit like that kind of thing's happening at the moment, where people are seeming to... Anne Hathaway seems to be getting cast like a bit older than she actually is, and Dakota Johnson seems to constantly be getting cast as a bit young. There's only so much that I think that she can get away with playing, like, what I think the filmmakers would say, oh, she's like 29, 30. It's like, alright, but we know she's nearly 40.
Who would you cast instead in that kind of role, though, unless you want the blow-up doll? Unless you want, like, the Sydney Sweeney type. If you want, like, the...
There are other actresses.
I know, but within that age range that can play that kind of role, I don't... Like, who would you cast?
I mean, like, I think...
Callie Spenny.
Kelly Spaney, yeah, exactly.
Does she have the sex appeal element of it, though?
Yeah.
Quite hot, yeah.
No, she's a very attractive girl. I just don't know that she's as... I don't know, there's a sinuousness to Dakota Johnson that I think...
Are you saying that Dakota Johnson looks like she would fuck somebody else's husband?
Dakota Johnson fucks, to be fair. Like, she's got that sort of... like, dirtiness to her, I think.
Wow.
Whereas
I'm glad you said that on the podcast.
Kaylee Spaney seems a little bit too wholesome.
I mean, like, I would have said a few years ago, I would have said somebody like Thomasin McKenzie, potentially.
Yeah, that's a good shout, that.
Like,
she got caught by... Well, she got caught by a fucking... Isn't she in, like, the Lord of the Rings TV show, I want to say?
Oh, I don't know.
Sure.
Yeah, I think she's like somebody in that, and because that constantly keeps getting like delayed for bits and that it ends up. Is it that, or is she in one of like the what's it? Dragon ones? What's it called?
Game of Thrones.
That's the fucker. Is she in one of those spin-off things that like is on Prime?
Maybe.
I don't think so. She doesn't seem to be in anything that's... It's very unfortunate that...
Am I thinking of Michael Clark?
Maybe. It's very unfortunate that her IMDb photograph that she's gone for is like one of those... If your messy bun always looks like this and it's a picture of like Mrs. Trunchbull, and do this instead. Like, she's got a really unfortunate hairdo going on in her IMDb picture. She needs those advice columns.
Yeah, no, looking forward to Verity. It'll be good bollocks in October.
Yeah. Do you know what else will be good bollocks in October? The Devil's 4K full director's cut re-release.
I mean, yeah, I didn't see the trailer for this. You know, I've seen the Devils. I don't know, but I mean, like, is this different from the DVD that like the BFI put out? Yeah. It is.
Yeah, it's the one that was screened that once by the BFI. That was like the full director's cut. The full uncut version. I think the one that they put out last time was just the director's cut, which isn't the Ken Russell cut. This is the Ken Russell cut.
Okay.
This is the one that basically for years it was like, this will never get this released, this will never get released, this will never get released, and then eventually just gone, oh fuck it, we'll just release it if everyone stop asking us.
Yeah.
I've never seen it, so I'm quite excited.
Devils is an interesting
it's
movie.
Mad.
It's batshit.
Yeah, it is.
It's fucking bonkers. The thing is, it'll be fascinating to go and watch it with young people who are into films who haven't seen it before and just watch them go, what the fuck was that? But yeah, it's batshit. It's properly batshit.
Looks it.
Yeah, it'd be a good time, that.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. Like that one, I might go and watch that at Parkway because you know you're gonna get.
Oh, that'll be in the good screen as well.
Yeah, and you know you'll get film students going to see it, and then coming out going, I don't know what happened.
Great stuff.
Idiots.
Oh yeah, I didn't watch this. This new Macon Blair film in it, which again has already had a trailer.
Yeah, I think it looks fun enough. It looks a little bit like Mason Thames is just playing like, oh, it's hot, mildly sinister guy.
Yeah. Fair.
Yeah, it looks fun. O'Shea Jackson and Dave Franco being the idiots in it.
Yeah.
I'm kind of alright with that. Looks zany.
Looks a bit brainless, but sometimes you need a bit brainless, don't you?
Yeah, I would absolutely watch this on a Tuesday night.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, it's one of those ones that I feel like needs to come out in the cinema in a quiet week, otherwise it's just going to get passed over.
Yeah.
It's kind of brutal to say, but it feels like it'll pop up as an Amazon exclusive on Prime sometime in November.
Yeah. Yeah, you're going to be able to watch some streaming before Christmas.
Yeah.
Do you know what else you're going to be able to watch on streaming before Christmas?
Go on.
The new Ben Affleck joint, Animals.
Yeah, no fucking idea what this is about from that teaser, but I'm in.
Yeah, well in. It just, yeah. It's Ben Affleck doing quite a serious-looking film that he's very good at making. And it's a fucking good cast as well.
Yeah, it is, and I love it when Affleck actually wants to direct. Dude has got a quietly really, really fucking good directorial resume.
Yeah,
Is there one bad film?
I don't think. I think there's maybe one. What was it? That gangster one that he made.
Live by Night.
Yeah, is about the worst one he's done, and I would say, if that is your worst directorial film,
yes,
I think you're doing all right. So, yeah, Gone Baby Gone is a really good film.
Yep.
The Town, I think, is underrated. I think it's actually a really good heist movie. Argo's very, very good.
Yes, yeah.
Live by Night is the one that I think's a little bit... I think Live by Night, he maybe had a little bit too much time and a little bit too much money to play with and just didn't quite get it right. And then Air is really fun.
That was shoot one.
Yeah, it's a really good movie.
Air's cracking. That film, is just one of the easiest watches as well.
I read a thing about that about 6 months ago. That said it is up there in, I think, Prime's top 20 rewatched by the same account movies out there when they take out like kids movies. They said that the rewatch rate on that film is massive. Apparently, that it's like this weird spike anomaly that loads of people rewatch it a lot. It's a weird thing that like a lot of streaming services track is for like how often does this get rewatched, and is it a kids movie, because kids movies often just get slung on.
Yeah.
So like how often does this get rewatched, and then what they'll do is they'll use that in like adverts and trailers and bits like that.
Yeah.
Because they'll go, well, we've got this, and people will go, oh, I really like that. That's why you end up with like a lot of time like random films that you look at and go, it's an odd choice to be in the trailer, but it's because people fucking rewatch it like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
I think that's, artist equity is production company he's got with Matt Damon. They make a lot of stuff for streaming, and I feel like it's those kinds of stats that are why, because streamers are like, yeah, look, you want us to pay your crew as if this was a successful theatrical hit with like back end and stuff like that. Yeah, we'll do that because this shit plays.
Yeah.
And
and the other bit there is that one thing he is renowned for is they come in on budget and on time.
Yeah, exactly. It'd be great if in this year you've had The Rip and Animals.
Yeah,
like that's a really, really good 2026 for Ben Affleck.
Yeah, and of course Matt Damon might win an Oscar.
Yeah, unless John Turturro does.
Yeah.
And God bless Matt Damon, but I want John Turturro to have an Oscar.
Yeah.
So, I will say just like quickly, the new Avengers Doomsday trailer, that should have been the first trailer. It's fucking nuts that it wasn't.
Weird, isn't it?
So weird. Like, it still looks like shit. Just brown. Why is it so brown?
It's just yeah. The thing is, towards the end of it, I was getting a little bit when the music kicks in. I was at
the music.
I was getting a little bit like, do you know what? Am I being too minged-faced about this? Should I just go into it and just go, do you know what? Be silly, be over the top. But then my brain went, you did just watch like the past 2 and a bit minutes though, right? And just see that just unfortunately, even the bits set in like real places don't look real. Like floors don't look real. It's just everything looks. It looks like you're playing a computer. It looks like you're watching a computer game.
It does, but God fucking damn it, Downey. Like, I've seen a lot of like YouTube and Reddit comments about how he's aura farming, and it's I get that. Him as a villain is interesting. There's an awful lot about this film that isn't interesting, so it's nice to counterbalance that. That for me, him in this role, especially if somehow it's got nothing to do with like variant Tony Stark bollocks and somehow he is just a completely different character.
But then if they ever unmask him, somebody's got to go, hang on a minute, you fucking look.
Yeah, they're going to have to link it somehow, otherwise there's going to be too much cognitive dissonance. Like I wish they'd put someone else in it.
Yeah.
So do I. It was break glass in case of emergency, but would I rather watch Robert Downey Jr. as a villain in an MCU film or Jonathan Majors?
So you mean you're not going to watch the Jonathan Majors Live, Die, Kill, Repeat Infidels or whatever it's called?
Oh, fuck me.
The Ben Shapiro produced movie.
You're all right. I can't even, like, that magazine Dreams, which is supposed to be really good. It, like, like Michael B. Jordan, the way he's been sticking up for Majors as well, like, I feel like has been rather forgotten too.
Yeah, there's an element of Mickey, you right now you're a golden prince, please stop talking.
Yeah, but hey, but yeah, like I don't know. I was more interested after that for sure with Avengers Doomsday, but we'll still it's still got a mountain to climb. I think we've got one other biggie.
You mean the 35-year anniversary Point Break?
Many happy returns. That's not what I was thinking of, but I love that for you.
Yeah. I've already seen it twice in the cinema. Am I going to go and see it again? Fuck yes! Man, if this gets an IMAX release.
Have they remastered it or anything?
Yeah.
Or is it just an anniversary? Oh, they have.
Yeah, it's a new 4K.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay.
So yeah, be fucking going to see that. It's a good trailer because you watch the trailer and it basically calls it like a new genre. It's not even defining, is it? It's a genre breaking film. You're actually going, yeah, go on then. You did. That was a new step in action movies.
Cooper's favourite film, isn't it?
It's Cooper's favourite film. Yeah, he owns a copy of it on 4K. Yeah. It was his first 4K, wasn't it?
So Ian, what were you actually referring
to? In the hunt for best actor, Robert Pattinson just coming in with his big old swinger, going, "Look what I can do."
yeah. Pattinson's just going for like, I might have a bit of a banger for a year this year.
I was going to say Robert Pattinson coming in saying, "Look at my massive balls," but then I realised that's probably a line that one of his victims would use.
Prime Time looks ace.
Yep.
And it also looks like he's going to be leaning into the ridiculousness of that person. Like the way he kind of turns around and then goes, "I'm Chris Hansen," or so, and he's there, talking to the guy, not just doing it to camera, is brilliant. I mean, I got no idea what it's. I mean, I know what it's about. Like the guy did to Catch a Predator, but is it kind of Nightcrawler-ish?
It does look a bit Nightcrawler-y, doesn't it?
Yeah, he's just going to be. I don't know. It's not going to be him kind of fabricating shit or something, because I'm pretty sure that guy's still around, and it would be massively slanderous. So. Yeah, what is this?
It only got ripped off there because one of the guys committed suicide, didn't it?
Yeah, but it did also come out that they were effectively orchestrating some of these things. So they weren't making it up, but they were also creating situations that made it easier for these people, or what is it? And they were kind of nudging people in certain directions and setting people up.
I don't know how much sympathy I've got
for
people that are that easily nudged into meeting up with them.
No, I have no sympathy for them. No. But I'm just saying that it's a story that's got some bite to it. And of course we've got Skylar's in it.
Yeah.
This guy goes on, isn't it?
That dude is actually pretty fucking varied in what he can do, isn't he? Fair play.
Yeah. It's very much like he's gone, I have the face of a character actor. I better just become a character actor.
Yeah, looks terrific. Really looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's do some End of Oak Street. So, this is directed by David Robert Mitchell and stars Anne Hathaway, Ewan McGregor, Christian Convery, Maisie Stella, and Jordan Alexa Davis. Letterboxd tells us, after a mysterious cosmic event rips Oak Street from suburbia and transports their neighbourhood to someplace unknown, the Platt family soon discovers that their very survival depends on them sticking together as they navigate their now unrecognisable surroundings. End of Oak Street. Had been kind of sat about for a while, felt like it was being dumped in mid-August, but then reactions to it were pretty positive. So, David Robert Mitchell. We've on the show have been quite mixed about the guy. Don't think any of us are fans of It Follows.
No.
but do appreciate Under the Silver Lake.
Yeah, we very much all liked Under the Silver Lake, didn't we?
Yeah. So, here we go. It's his third one. Becky, what do you make of End of Oak Street?
I mean, I was a bit dubious about this one. I'm not massive on dinosaur movies that aren't Jurassic Park, but it's actually pretty good. It's kind of more in the family watching kind of vein than I was anticipating. And it kind of made me think, when we were watching it kind of made me think of a movie that I actually genuinely really love, which is Zathura, the space adventure, in the kind of energy that it has. I think the central couple could do to have maybe at least liked each other a little bit, or met before filming. Would have been good. But I think the kids were both really good.
But you have a theory on this, though, don't you?
What, that Anne Hathaway has no chemistry with anybody?
Apart from
Jake Gyllenhaal, because who could not? But yeah, I don't think she interacts with humans as humans interact with humans. She doesn't seem... She's very cold. And I think Ewan McGregor's not... He seems quite likeable and affable, whereas Anne Hathaway's she seems very standoffish in roles. And I just don't think it gels at all. And I know they've obviously maybe looked at the sort of test auditions that they'll have done between them to see what kind of chemistry they've got and gone, let's throw in some marital problems. Because, that kind of does explain it. But, yeah, I mean, I think Ewan McGregor's very good in it. I don't think Anne Hathaway's bad in it. I just think she doesn't... You kind of feel like she's just met her husband. And that isn't really the energy I think that they were going for. But the kids were really good for what they had to do. There's some like it's more brutal than I anticipated. Like it's got this family sort of dinosaur movie blah 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 kind of vibe going on, and then there's some real like quite nasty shit, like when they're just walking down the street and there's dead bodies everywhere, and like the bit where Ewan McGregor dies, I was in shock that I did not think they were going to kill off Ewan McGregor.
I had a big laugh out loud moment, didn't I?
Yeah, I can't remember what that was at.
It was when
got their head
the woman got her head,
and then people were talking after it and couldn't hear what they were saying.
I laughed a lot at that.
Yeah.
It's funny.
But yeah, I think, overall I think very good. The fact that at the end, I think the end kind of spoils it a little bit in that they've clearly done it again and gone back to the town and saved more people. That would create paradoxes.
What?
Where it turns out that she's saved the old woman as well.
She rang them.
Yeah, but she just rang for the pizza.
She rang all these people that literally said the phone. They said that we got a phone call.
I thought maybe like the next one that made it through had done that.
I will say it is very fortunate that she knows those phone numbers.
It was in the 80s, wasn't
it? Maybe you did in the 80s.
You did. You knew people's phone numbers off by heart back then, before it was just a name in your pocket.
I know my dad's mobile number off by heart because he had it when I was a kid. I don't know my mum's.
Yeah. I know not your parents' phone now, but previously I still know that.
Yeah. I wonder if that's still live. Could prank the new people.
Yeah.
I thought it was very good. I do think there is a bit of a weirdness to, like, if you go to see it as a grown-up, it's got a family film vibe, and if you go see it with your kids, there's a lot of dead people. There's a bit of... Where does it land?
Yeah.
I thought the creature design actually was really good, without looking hokey.
Yeah.
What were you going to say?
Yeah, for sure. Sorry, there's a little bit of a delay. I was just going to say, on the is it for kids, is it for adults? Definitely on the upper end of a 12A. Lots is 12. Halfway through, she looked at me and said, "This is really intense." And I there was a stretch where I was just like, is she actually going to ask if we can go? But she didn't, and she got through the whole thing. But certainly, I would not be taking any kids younger than, and I mean, like, it depends on them, but younger than like 10 or 11 at all. No way. It's very much a 12A, not a, that's just an excuse to take your 5-year-old.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely one of those, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I suppose, because thinking back, they show Ewan McGregor getting his leg bitten off, don't they? But they don't actually see him getting eaten.
Yeah, but he's still, he's getting eaten.
Yeah, you do, but they don't show it, so the gore's not there in the same way.
But,
and like when his leg gets bitten off, there's no like spurting or anything. It's quite sanitary.
Yeah, it's 12A, but it is very much it's testing the limits of 12A.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, I do see what you mean, Ian.
Yeah. And I mean, just like thematically as well, like there is just a lot of death in the film. Like you say, the Ewan McGregor bit, and it lingers on that for a good bit of time. And I mean, I had a feeling his deah was like relatively unceremonious, so it was just like they're going to do something in the end here.
Yeah.
But they do wallow in it for a while.
I did kind of think afterwards, like when they're walking down the street and the kids are rabbiting at her. And I kind of thought before there's any kind of reaction, I tell you what, like if I lost Mark in a horrific dinosaur attack and anyone spoke to me, I'd probably bite their fucking head off. And then she bites his fucking head off, and I like that.
The kid?
Yeah.
He's a fucking wiener, though, isn't he?
He's a wiener, yeah. Fucking bow and arrow wanker.
Fucking little fucking... Yeah. There's no way that kid broke anyone's fucking arm.
No.
Yeah.
No. Maybe pushed him.
Maybe
tripped him with his bow and arrow.
Maybe the kid just fucking laughed so hard at his bow and arrow he broke his arm.
Yeah, stupid little bow and arrow wanker.
Well, he got cucked out of a love interest by his own sister.
Yeah!
Oh, I did enjoy that.
Fuck you, Brian.
Yeah.
No one likes you, Brian.
No.
All spoilers all the time. I turned around to Bex when he was, when like the portal thing was going woof, woof, woof. I turned back and went, I fucking really hope he misses this. Totally expects him to not, and then when he did, laughed again.
Yeah.
That was pretty. I mean, it kind of felt like they were almost going for comedy with that as well.
Yeah. Yeah, that kid is fucking lame.
Do you know what the only bit I was disappointed at though was? I really wish there'd been some rebar underneath.
Just a buff.
Yeah.
That's a hell.
Yeah.
Got that woman killed.
Yeah.
By being a bitch, he got that woman killed.
Yeah, he is a little bitch. The snake guy. Right, Ian, you've played Resident Evil games.
Sure.
Don't you think that the snake was a little bit like the tyrant, like Mr. X? Like, he's just following his track, just slowly. Eventually finds him at home.
I did, yeah. Yeah, no, for sure. And I did enjoy that. And there's another shot as well where they're just kind of like the creatures are just kind of creeping up on them.
Yeah.
There's like one shot where like I think it's like the family are in the centre of the frame.
Yeah.
And it's just behind them.
It's just a fucking dinosaur walking up to them by.
But because it's got its little arms and because of the way that they walk, it's like dun 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 dun.
It looks like it's sneaking up on them.
Yeah, it does, yeah.
Like it's literally doing that in its head.
Yeah, it's mint. Enjoyed that bit. Yeah.
Nice. Mark, thoughts?
I really enjoyed it. It's a really solid, like family sort of action disaster movie. That I think, like we've said there, it pushes the tone to the edge of a 12A, but also does keep it in the realms of it being that there. And so I think if it had gone further in this film, it would have been a 15. The American kind of wholesomeness of it all would have felt very hokey. Whereas I think that this is very much going for a family watch vibe, and I kind of like that about it. it's certainly got a sense of place, too much of a sense of place at points, but I think that is a... I don't know, I think that's maybe a J.J. Abrams... I am this generation Spielberg kink that he's got. And so there is that vibe. There's you guys wearing way too much brown in it.
Brown in the 80s.
Yeah, if you want that much fucking brown, I was there. But everyone's really good in it. And then there's Brian. There's an element to it of it doesn't go overboard with the science, but it kind of it has it there. The sister being gay and obviously having that element there, but it doesn't clunk it over the head with it. It's just something that's there. I think all these bits have kind of dealt with quite nicely across the board in the same way as the family drama element of it. Nothing's too deeply explored because at the end of the day, they've got other shit to worry about. So it doesn't need big, lengthy fucking 10-minute conversations about it. There's an element of, him starting drinking again. There's clearly a backstory to that, but it's just I think, I've got a little bit of justification in her going, you've been doing it a while, and him being like, oh, fuck. So there's enough kind of family dynamic stories and bits like that to sort of to have you draw you in and make you actually give a shit. But it's not. That's not the key of the story. The key of the story is, hey, there's fucking dinosaurs, and that's pretty cool.
Just going back to what you were saying about the sister and the crush.
Yeah.
I like the fact that there wasn't a big blow-up scene where he's like, what? Wait, you guys are...
No.
It was just like, oh, shit, misread that situation.
Yeah.
Huh. And then he just walks off.
Yeah. Your boner didn't help, mate. You just didn't help.
Mm-mm. No, I probably gave her the proper ick and turned again.
It did.
Yeah.
Brian's bow and arrow turned that girl gay.
Yeah.
I fucking really liked it. I very much like the fact that the ending is them looking at it and going, oh yeah, fucking, if we were in the dinosaur bit, the dinosaurs will be there as well. Oh well. There's more of us now than there is of them.
Yeah.
We'll be alright.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think, Ian?
Yeah, pretty much echo what you guys say. I really enjoyed it. I was a little worried the first 15-20 minutes or so, where it was just going to be, fuck me, are we actually just trying to do a Amblin 80s film again and just key jangle?
Yeah, did you feel a little bit like, oh, is this just going to be very similar to like what Super 8 basically was?
Yeah. Like, they're all riding around on their bikes and, you got Giacchino's score basically doing a score from the 80s. And I was a bit, oh dear. And then I think it found its voice, its own voice pretty successfully. I really like how there is no fat on it at all.
It's a sleepy time, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it's 99 minutes long, including credits. This thing, it's basically an hour and a half in and out, and it after the initial setup, it just doesn't stop. And I found that really impressive. Good action scenes. I thought the CG was good, and especially when so much of it was in daytime. Like Becky said, the creature design, the fact it felt more accurate to what it's believed dinosaurs actually look like now, like the feathery aspect to them, was great. I like I say, I don't really have too much more to add, really. Just very cool to see an original sci-fi concept, with a big budget but not huge. It was like 80 million apparently, which feels like they spent that very well. And I hope it makes money. I hope it encourages the studios to do more like this. No, I was a big fan. It's not like won't be in my top 10, but be in my top 20. Could definitely see me rewatching it.
I'll rewatch this before the end of the year, and not just for like end of the year list rewatch. I'll rewatch it because I think this will be quite a fun one to watch in like December, like maybe like mid-December, when I'm going, do you know what? I might need a little bit of a Christmas break.
Yeah.
I've watched 3 weeks of Christmas movies now. I just maybe need to watch something that doesn't have a Christmas song in it.
And it's just that runtime's real in and out as well.
Yeah.
So, big fan. Ewan McGregor's American accent continues to be a bit of an issue, I think. But he's good. And Anne Hathaway, I thought was cracking. She believably played a mum of a suburban family of 4, which for Anne Hathaway, I genuinely think is quite a difficult assignment. And I think she did that really well. So, yeah, good time. Hope it does well. It looks like it's done about 20 million in the US opening weekend, which is not great, but it isn't a disaster.
It's projected to pass, I think, like 55 worldwide in its first weekend.
Yeah, which, if this thing can do 150, 200 million worldwide, it will wash its face. And I think that was probably what they were aiming for this.
Yeah.
It's a very good time. Definitely not shit.
Definitely not shit.
Yeah, definitely not shit.
Our audience poll was 100% definitely not shit.
Yeah, nice. Good work, David Robert Mitchell. Let's see how They Follow goes.
Is he directing that? Yeah.
Yep. So Micah Monroe and Naomi Aki, I believe.
Yeah. I need to rewatch It Follows. I don't wanna, but I'm gonna need to.
Yeah, I mean, I did a second go of it, and I still thought it was shit. But who knows? That was probably 10 years ago at this point, so it probably does warrant another viewing.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Right, let's do some what we've been watching, guys. So I'll throw it over to you.
What have we been watching, Bex? Have you watched anything on your solo?
I don't think so.
Have you not? I've watched a couple on my solo.
Okay.
Do you want me to do my solos?
Yeah, go for it.
I watched 13 Lives. The
Thai disaster film.
Yeah.
I like this. What do you think of it?
I'd seen it before. I think we covered it actually when it came out. It came out randomly, like.
Oh yeah. It just came out on Amazon or some shit, didn't it?
It came out in like one of those weird like secondary COVID times.
Sure. Yeah.
And we did it then. I just thought, I remember like enjoying it, and I wanted to watch something that was a little bit kind of disastery. So I watched that. It's a really good watch. It's just shy of 2.5 hours long, and it feels like you're watching a 2.5 hour movie, but it feels worth it, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like it's at no point are you going, oh, fucking hurry up. You're constantly kind of invested in it, and Ron Howard very much makes it and goes, how do I tell this story without it being Hollywood and telling the Hollywood version of the story, but so that people who want the Hollywood version of the story will actually fucking stay engaged and watch it.
Yeah.
And so it's done... Weirdly, it's done a little bit like sort of things... It's got more in common, I would say, with something like Backdraft than it does with something like Da Vinci Code in terms of the way that it's paced, etc. But Viggo Mortensen's really good in it. Colin Farrell is really good in it. And just the whole... the story's told really, really well, and it gets to the point. Like I think at one point I paused it to come and grab a drink. I watched it quite late on at night, and you gone to bed, and I just swung it on. And I paused it to come get a drink, and was like, "Fuck, I'm an hour and 25 minutes in," and I thought I was genuinely maybe like 40 minutes in. Didn't realise I was that far in.
It's really engaging, though, isn't
That's it. In my brain, you spent like the first 40 odd minutes with the kids. You don't. Literally, 15 minutes in, the kids are in there.
Yeah.
That's it. And now you're just watching the disaster starting to unfold, and then people just travelling there to go, I will help. And that. Yeah, but a really, really good rewatch. It's a not a fun film as such, but it's a very engaging film to watch.
I think the thing that he does really well is it's a very serious film about a very serious thing that doesn't feel vegetablesy.
No, it doesn't. At no point does it feel vegetable, and at no point do you feel like you're being manipulated. And as well, you're going into it kind of knowing the outcome. You know what's happened. You know that they've got them out. But you're actually watching. This is the process. This is how bad shit.
When we first watched it.
It was the actual process of getting them out.
Yeah.
And the idea where they go. Because like you've got a bit where Johnston plays like a kind of, it's like, why have you got me here? I'm not that good a diver, and they go, well, and he's like, oh no, because he's an anaesthetologist, isn't he? He's like, no, you can't. Like, yeah, that's what we're thinking about doing. What else have I got for my solo? This will link into one that we watched.
Okay.
So I rewatched the I think it's the 6th instalment that is kind of a requel of Vacation, National Lampoon's Vacation, simply just called Vacation, where you've got Ed Helms and Christina Applegate, but Ed Helms is playing Rusty, and
Chevy Chase is in it, isn't he, briefly?
Yeah, he's in it as Clark. Clark and Ellen are running a bed and breakfast in San Francisco that people hate. But then you've also got Skylar Zondo is one of his kids, who is getting bullied by his little brother, who constantly keeps telling him that he's got a vagina. It very much is a kind of vacation film made 10 years ago. It's fun, it's very silly. You look back at it now and go, there's a long running joke in it with the car that they changed the sat-nav by accident and accidentally put it into German. And then they keep on pressing buttons to try and get it out of German because they need to take a turn off.
Yeah.
And so they're pressing all these buttons to get it out of German, and they accidentally get it put into Korean. But the Korean one's really angry, and so the Korean one's shouting at them because they keep pressing buttons, and it's like Rusty's going, I don't know what. Why does it genuinely seem angry? And then it's like they stop pressing buttons, and it's just the voice from the sat nav is panting, going, and then it just for the rest of the thing, it just shouts at them constantly, like it's just a real person at the end of it, and it's really quite funny.
Fair.
There's a great bit where they go whitewater rafting with Charlie Day as their guide, but Charlie Day's character's just received news that his fiancée is leaving him, and so now he keeps on taking them down the wrong paths. That are the really dangerous.
That's a pretty
ones.
good bit. I didn't remember that.
And as they're going over all like these rapids, he just keeps putting his head under the water. As Living Without You is playing over the background. It's very silly, very, very silly, but also quite funny at points.
Yeah?
Yeah, it is. What did we watch, Becky?
So I think I might have forgotten to log some things, but we watched Vacation.
We watched Vacation, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yes, the original National Lampoon's Vacation.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. It's not as good as Christmas Vacation.
No, Christmas Vacation is the absolute standout of those movies by a long, long shot. I would say this is probably number 2. European is the worst. If I'm unofficially doing a Vacation rewatch, which I might kind of do, European is the one that I'll be like a bit like, oh, I don't want to actually watch this.
It's hard fucking work as European.
Yeah, it's basically things on a map and just overblown stereotypes and just quite a lot of xenophobia and racism, and it's a tough watch. It's shit. It's an absolute piece of shit. Is European Vacation, whereas Vegas Vacation is quite fun.
Yeah.
But Vacation is good. It kind of sets up the stall and introduces the character a little bit. And the character is kind of varied as you go through the different movies, and like the pinnacle one is Christmas Vacation.
Yeah. I think the drop off in quality from that to this is quite jarring for me.
Yeah.
I don't really rate Vacation.
Yeah.
No.
I still like Vacation, but I can see why people wouldn't.
Yeah, it's just a bit... I think there's things that Christmas Vacation gets away with that this doesn't. Like Clark being a fucking dog that's just flirting with any attractive female in his vicinity. It's ickier in Vacation than it is in Christmas Vacation somehow.
Well, yeah, he didn't end up in a pool naked with her.
No.
Christmas Vacation.
No.
But
he is getting her to show like her pant line in
she's
the
more
store.
doing it to sell.
Well, yeah.
Her wares.
Her wares. So yeah, I don't know, and the stuff with God, what are the cousins called?
Cousin Eddie.
Yeah, that's not as funny.
No.
The stuff with the aunt when she dies, that's just... I think with Christmas Vacation, I think there's an element of like, well, do you know, you could see how someone pushed to the limit would behave like that. With this, there's like...
he's a bit more of an arse.
No one would do that. No one would just leave a dead body on a chair on a porch.
It's like Chris Ward, mate.
No, but like, this is what I mean though. Like, it's believable human behaviour in Christmas Vacation.
Yeah, he's a man. He's a good... In Christmas Vacation, he's a good guy trying to give his family a really good Christmas. In this, he's
a prick.
He's a bit of a dick at points, yeah. What else have we got? Did you log Deep Impact that we watched?
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we watched Deep Impact, didn't we? Where Elijah Wood's comet just annihilates the world.
Yeah, and there's that bit where the kid's like, "Oh my god, you're gonna get so laid for this," and it's like, what, for finding a world-destroying comet?
Yeah.
Is that a thing?
Yeah.
Is that a panty wetter?
Not really. No.
So yeah.
Says you.
There are better disaster movies that came out around this time than this movie. It's fine.
And they're called Armageddon.
Yeah, I mean, Armageddon's the better of these, yeah. Because they came out, I think, literally the same year, didn't they? It's like that, and you had that year where Volcano and Dante's Peak came out at the same time as well. But yeah, so we'll move on from that. We did watch Lake Placid, though, didn't we?
Oh, we did watch Lake Placid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lake Placid is 82 minutes before credits.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
But Lake Placid also has a cast of Bill Pullman, Bridget Fonda, Brendan Gleeson, Oliver Platt, Betty White, and like a couple of other like it's that guy from That Things. My God, this is a watchable film.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. Yeah, and crocodiles are scary.
Yeah, Oliver Platt just gives an all-time like fucking like dickhead, but just a fun dickhead performance.
He's fucking mint.
I mean, my theory always is though that if Oliver Platt turns up in anything, it instantly gets like 30 or 40% better.
Yeah, that's
just instantly. He is such an underrated screen presence.
Do you know what really bugged me about this film though?
What?
The unearned Bridget Fonda falling for Bill Pullman at the end, because he's a bit of a cunt all the way through it.
There is a little bit of that, yeah.
And it's like, Bridget, babe, no.
Yeah. And you are watching it going, it is such a shame that she decided to just go, do you know what, I'm fucking done with this, and retire after she had like quite a bad car accident, was it?
I think so, wasn't it?
Yeah. But it is such a shame because she is just really fucking charismatic. Like, she's really fun in this. She manages to play quite well the idea of at points she's a bit not quite damsel-y, but a little bit spooked by everything.
Yeah.
But at the same time, also really fucking competent with it as well.
Yeah.
Like, it's the most real kind of like, yeah, that's fine. She can be a little bit like, holy fucking shit. Why does that keep happening in front of me? Because people keep getting their heads bitten off in front of them, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, it's a really fucking fun movie.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah. It's like, I have a feeling that like if you were to say to me now, you've got one choice. You've either got to watch for the rest of your life once a year Lake Placid or Anaconda. I'd like, I will watch Lake Placid, thank you.
Oh yeah. Crocodiles and alligators and shit like that are fucking terrifying though, aren't they?
We watched the whole 9 yards, didn't we?
We did. Really enjoyed this actually. Not seen this before.
I have. It's fun.
That one's good.
Yeah, it's a fun movie.
Then you've got the other one.
I remember the one being shit, but now my brain's going, yeah, you gotta watch it though. I'm like, fuck, I do. But yeah, it's fun. It's a very, it feels very of its time, but also I'm surprised that it's a 2000s movie and not a late 90s movie. Like, I think it actually got made in the late 90s and just released in 2000. I'm fairly certain.
Matthew Perry's at the fucking height of his powers here, isn't he?
Yes, he's very much. Yeah, he's playing basically a version of Chandler Bing.
Slightly more.
Chandler Bong.
Yeah, no, he's brilliant in it. Bruce Willis is brilliant in it. Amanda Pete's brilliant in it.
Amanda Pete's just doing Amanda Pete things, and she's just been again really charismatic.
But then also just randomly getting naked.
Yeah.
Wasn't expecting that. That really took me by surprise. I was like, what the fuck?
Pretty good, wasn't it?
I mean, didn't really do it for me, but you know, go off.
Fuck you.
Natasha Henstridge looks alarmingly like Bridget Fonda with a filter.
She looks a little bit, I can't believe I'm going to say this, she looks a little bit too teamy with Bridget Fonda.
Yeah, she does,
Which is a really, like,
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong, hot, but Bridget Fonda's got, like, that something about her as well, hasn't she?
Yeah.
It's the weirdly like square smile. Ew. That's not what I was getting at.
It was.
It's the square smile thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
They've both got the same smile. Maybe they're related.
We watched Book of Shadows, didn't we?
Oh yeah, we did. I didn't love that either. What a fucking banger that is.
Yeah. I mean, I think we've spoken quite a bit about Book of Shadows. Yeah. Book of Shadows is really fucking fun. I think in my life I have seen Blair Witch maybe 4 times maybe.
Yeah.
I think I am possibly into double figures with Book of Shadows. I think I'm right.
We watch Book of Shadows like a couple of times a year at least.
I think it's been a couple of years since we watched it.
Has it? No, it hasn't been a couple of years since I've watched it. I must have watched it without you.
Yeah. But Book of Shadows is just, it's more fun than Blair Witch.
Yes, it is.
What else? We won't do too much of this because it's a fairly new movie, and although we are all spoilers all the time, it's an Amazon Prime movie that only landed
like literally about 2 weeks ago. The Devil's Mouth. I enjoyed this.
Yeah.
It survives solely on the charisma and screen presence of Catherine Newton.
Yeah.
Who literally, her abs are because she was carrying this fucking movie. And also contains one of the, my God, I hope that fucker dies horribly performances I have ever seen in cinema.
This film would have been significantly better if she died earlier.
I'll just give away a spoiler there then.
What? Not really. But yeah, it's really creepy at points.
Yeah, it's so basically the story is that you've got a group of, I think, is it 4 of them? 5? 2 couples, yeah, 5.
Yeah.
Go to like a cave diving expedition to a place called the Devil's Mouth in Thailand, and it ends up. And this is in the trailer, so I can give this away. That there's been some like flooding and high like water lines, hasn't there? And somehow a shark has ended up in this cave system, and it's pretty pissed off about it, isn't it? And yeah, the dickhead friend has like made it so they've had to go on the more difficult route than the route they should have been going on, and it's just all a bit. It's just this is all your fault. You're a piece of shit. The movie, but yeah, it's creepy. It's fucking
any overhead shot where there's someone there doing like a little like flappy feet kind of staying in one place thing in the water, and then something swims under them. Instantly, like my heart stops.
And it basically goes, hey, you know sharks? Yeah, they're fucking dicks. This shark is a prick.
I read a children's book about sharks recently when I was at work, and they're not really dicks. They don't want to engage with humans.
Oh, this one did.
This one did. Well, he was trapped in a cave system.
I think it still was just wanting to fuck around with people. Yeah.
Fair.
But yeah, I would say Devil's Mouth is a recommend, but be prepared to be annoyed at points. Couple more. We watched the Miracle of Istanbul documentary on Netflix, didn't we?
Yeah, we did, Yeah.
What did you think to it?
I think it doesn't really plumb any new depths, does it?
No.
It's very generic, but it was quite nice to relive it.
My issue with it is it's made me, because it's part of the untold stories, like series of documentaries, which is made by I think the same people who made the 30 and 30 and bits like that series. There's certain bits of it where you watch it going, but that didn't happen then. You're manipulating things that happened to create a story that isn't quite true, and this is a true story. So it was very much a documentary that I'm watching going, right, I comfortably think that I know more about this than the filmmaker. And that's not me being Billy Big Balls or anything like that. It's just there's bits in it where I'm like, no, that's not true. Like that's outright not true. There's bits in it where they've gone, they make a real big thing about the Gerrard going to Chelsea. It's like, no, that was the summer after.
Yeah.
It wasn't during the middle of the season.
No.
It was the summer after. And they use like shots of footage, and I'm like, that is from the fucking summer after.
Yeah.
And there's bits where you're going, that's next season's kit. And so there's nothing new learned whatsoever. But then again, is that just because it's something that I was very much in the centre of, and it's. But then I also think that you can have American audiences going to watch it and go, that's what happened. It's like, yes, I think that there's a certain level of you're going to get Americans probably are going to watch it and go, that's the story of that. And you're like, no, the real story's more interesting.
Yeah, well, yeah. Yeah.
So there is a little element of that there. And then I think we've got a couple more, haven't we?
Yeah.
Yeah? What have you got, Mark? Have I missed one?
No.
Right. So we didn't watch Fletch, but we watched Fletch a lot, so Fletch is Fletch.
Yeah.
We watched Dazed and Confused.
Yes.
It's kind of staggering how fucking good Dazed and Confused is. Like, it's. I mean, it was realistically his second / kind of third movie. It was his second proper movie, I would say. And it's just so. It's so well formed.
And it feels really lived in, and it feels like as soon as you're watching it, you're there, you're part of it. Like it's got a really immersive quality to it that makes you feel.
Yeah, and I mean, Jason London was kind of like a big deal at the time. Him and Jeremy London were kind of like hot shit at the time. But then like Lauren Adams, Mila Jokovic, Rory Cochrane, Adam Goldberg, Anthony Rapp, Marissa Ribisi, Cole Hauser, Ben Affleck is fucking in there, Parker Posey's in there, Matthew McConaughey's there, Nicky Cat, Renee Zellweger. I mean, fucking hell. He picked a cast.
And then also Wiley Wiggins was there.
And Wiley Wiggins is there.
He's fucking awful in it.
He's not great, no. He's not a great actor there. Him, like, getting the bridge
holding the bridge of his nose and sighing, yeah.
It is bad, yeah. But there's almost an element of, like... I remember Cameron Crowe talking about casting Patrick Fugit in Breaking Dead.
I thought so mine now. There you go.
And saying that watching Dazed and Confused and Wiley Wiggins being just not that great in it made it go, we have to absolutely nail this casting.
Yeah.
This has to be perfect, otherwise everything around it is going to be drawn out. And I kind of don't think that happens with Dazed and Confused.
No, because he's not the main character. There's not a main character. It's very much an ensemble. The
setting, I think, is the main character. The whole the night and the whole like just there's a vibe to it.
Whereas in Almost Famous, it is very much built around that character. So yes, that is the case. But yes, you are right. It doesn't happen with this.
No, it's so endlessly watchable, and I have been watching this movie for over 30 years.
And this is probably the first time in a while that I've been the one to suggest this.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm the other one.
Actually, I think Isabel's like second or first. It's a number 1 or number 2 movie, I think.
Yeah, I won't go that far.
Well,
I won't go that far.
No,
but yeah, it's normally you suggest it, isn't it?
Yes. I think you also suggested this one as well.
I did.
Yeah. So we watched Fast Times at Ridgemount High.
Full disclosure.
Yeah.
It's because I wanted to watch Dazed and Confused and got muddled
Nice.
Was it?
Yeah.
I mean, again, Fast Times at Ridgemount High. Amy Heckerling just delivers this one's set, Dazed and Confused set over 1 day. Fast Times at Ridgemount High set over like a year.
Yeah. It's like a school year, I suppose, isn't it?
Yeah. And it's it's based on Cameron Crowe's book, which is a kind of collection of stories that he heard from people that he went to school with. that is there.
Everyone's just so fucking good in it, though, aren't they? Well, maybe not everyone, but like the big ones are so fucking good in it. Sean Penn's mint as Spicoli.
Yeah.
Judge Reinhold is great as Brad.
It's perfect. He's perfectly cast as Brad.
Yeah, yeah.
Judge Reinhold is an interesting actor in terms of he's got a weird energy to him.
But yeah, the kid who plays Rat is really good. The kid who plays Damone is really good. He's a shit heel, but it's a good performance. Phoebe Cates is really good as like the vacuous but thinks she's very intelligent and serious, kind of slightly older friend to Jennifer Jason Leigh's character. She thinks she's really worldly, whereas actually she ain't. Just everyone's really fucking mint in it.
Yeah, it's such a watchable movie that is almost you could kind of almost accuse it of being a series of vignettes.
But they do hang together, though.
They do hang together really well. It's not quite that. It's a little bit beyond that, which I think he's handled really,
but
really
it's
well.
that with connective tissue.
But the connective tissue is good enough that it doesn't feel like you're bouncing from story to story.
No.
It's not the Tales of Ridgemont High.
No, it's not.
That is there. It's an incredibly influential movie as well. The weird thing is, I think without the massive success that Fast Times at Ridgemont High had, you're probably not getting the movies that you end up getting. Like 16 Candles probably doesn't happen, which means that you don't end up with all of those John Hughes movies. And if you don't end up with those John Hughes movies, you don't end up with Richard Linklater movies. To an extent, I'm not saying he wouldn't make movies, but he wouldn't have had that. You quite simply do not get Kevin Smith movies, and then branching from there, it's there's so much that happens that come out of that. A lot of these films, it's the whole thing of trace everything back to the thing, in the same way as fucking like filmmakers who cite Spike Lee. When you go back to Spike Lee, it's Martin Scorsese, and if you go back from Martin Scorsese, you're going back to Truffaut, and you're going back down the road there. It's a great way of
if you track the state of the world back far enough, it's all the fault of Big Brother.
It is indeed, yes. It is absolutely. I still stand by that theory. But it is that great thing of I'm not a fan of these, but you see occasionally like these videos and people say, hey, if you like this, have you tried this? And that's not the right way to approach that kind of thing. There's an element of if you want to build this, it's like, look, if you like this, the reason why you like this is because of X, Y, and Z. That bit from there, and that's how you trace things back. You go into the reasons why.
But I think it was something along those lines that led me to watching Arsenic and Old Lace for the first time, and now that's one of my favourite movies. Yeah. Of like, if you like this style of comedy, my God, you should give this a go.
Yeah. But Fast Times at Ridgemont, it still remains. And again, I've been watching this movie touching like fucking 35 years. It's probably. I watched this film back the first time like 1990.
You are really old.
Which I was probably way too young to watch it.
Probably, yeah.
Because there is some full frontal nudity in this movie.
There is.
Yes. But that's it. That's what we watched this week.
That's us, isn't it?
Yeah. We've been watching him.
Good shit, guys. Fucking hell, fair play. I got quite a lot as well.
Yes.
I'll speed through a few things. So just quickly to say, I finished off The Bear. Last season, my second favourite season of the 5. I think seasons 3 and 4 weren't great. Season 5 was ace. So yeah, kind of stuck the landing for me, The Bear. I'd say if people kind of dropped out of it, it's worth a go. Most of season 5 takes place in like the same day, and there's some real fucking Michael Mann energy to it, which I really enjoyed. So yeah, The Bear, big recommend. Not a big recommend the 3-part Mourinho documentary on Netflix. I spent about 3 hours watching this and learned that, do you know what? He's really good with teams for the first couple of seasons, then it all goes to shit. Did you know that? I'm pretty sure every single fucking person watching a documentary about Jose Mourinho already knew that. None of it's his fault, though. Yeah.
Is it a bit like that?
Pointless. I can't believe I actually watched all 3 episodes of it. But there you go.
The motherfucker's nails on a chalkboard for me. I can't. There's a podcast, just mild tangent. There's a podcast that I listen to, and they were talking about the Mourinho documentary. It's a football podcast, and they're talking about why are we all still so obsessed with it, and a Italian journalist commented on the podcast episode in a nice way and just said, "We're not. You are. The British media are obsessed with him. In Italy, we don't give a shit. In Spain, they kind of think he's a knobhead. And in Portugal, they're a bit nonplussed by him. It's the British press that absolutely lionise him. And all the rest of Europe is a bit like, he's just a bit of a knobhead."
Yeah, it's interesting that not a lot of players come out in support of him, and Iker Casillas is literally in it, I think, because they didn't get on and he wanted to have a voice in the documentary in case Mourinho said anything about him, which is pretty amazing.
It's telling that I've heard that the only real sort of 2 players that are in it talking really positive about him are Ronaldo and Zlatan.
Ronaldo's not in it.
Is he not?
No. No. What, Cristiano?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he's not in it. That's interesting. No, Lampard and John Terry obviously are both pretty complimentary about him. Zlatan definitely is. Yeah, there's a few others who, like a couple of guys who played for him with Inter. But the Inter days, he decided to walk away. So that ended quite on a strong note. So that's not really a surprise. But look, it's an absolutely pointless documentary. So well done, everybody involved. Right, I watched Boss Level, the Joe Carnahan film, which I know you've seen, Mark.
Yeah,
which
Bex loves that film.
I enjoyed it, and I like that Frank Grillo got a proper leading part, and like the dude's got soul, which it feels like there's more going on behind the eyes with him, but it feels like it wasn't made by anyone who's played a video game from the last 30 years.
It's a fucking genius movie though. I love it.
I had a good time. Could not believe that was actually Naomi Watts in it as well. I watched her first entire scene and I was just like, that fucking can't be Naomi Watts. And then looked it up and that's Naomi Watts.
Mm-hmm.
I just thought I was surprised to see her. But yeah, I had a fun enough time. Okay, Roadrunner, a film about Anthony Bourdain. That's literally what it's called.
You looked like your heart stopped just then. What? There's a movie about the Roadrunner?
Sorry.
I was a little bit like, wait, what? Wait, everyone stop while I go watch this.
No, this is the Morgan Neville documentary from a few years back about Anthony Bourdain, which for the first hour and a half or so is quite, he had his troubles, but like he was passionate, he was a good guy, blah blah blah. And then the last half hour is basically Asia Argento enters the picture, and then everybody is like, he became a dickhead, He fell out with absolutely everyone. It's basically all her fault. And then it's essentially people getting to the absolute limit of slander without saying she was responsible for him killing himself. It is such a weird handbrake turn, the last half hour or so of this thing. It was really, really raw. And just at the end, has got like friends of his who were no longer friends of his before he passed away, and they're kind of not afraid to talk about it.
That's really sad.
It's really raw, and like so. There's famous chef Dave Chang, who's in.
Oh yeah.
He's interviewed in it. Talks about how much he got along with him and whatnot. And then, like, so slight spoiler alert for Roadrunner, but it's like he says that he's basically, I think it might have been his last conversation with Bourdain. They had a falling out because Bourdain told Dave Chang he's never going to be a good dad. And it's just like, what the fuck? And Chang like starts crying, and it's like it obviously really affected him. But you know, and you've got that, but then you've got like somebody like a producer on his show who just kind of seemed like she might have had a bit of an axe to grind, and she comes up with this theory about his last Instagram story where it was soundtracked by an Italian, like the theme from an Italian Eurocrime film from the 70s, and how it was basically a metaphor for his relationship with Asia Argento. And it's just like, that's a real fucking stretch. You've obviously got a theory about Argento, and she obviously pissed you off. And I don't think Anthony Bourdain was a particularly massive fan of Italian Eurocrime films from the 1970s. But, you know, go with that theory, I suppose. Very, very, very odd film, and apparently also, like, was controversial at the time of release because it had voiceover from Bourdain that apparently was AI created.
Yeah,
but I think I'm right in saying that it was basically stuff that he wrote, but they had a program like just narrate it in his voice.
Yeah, that was it. It was stuff that he'd wrote but hadn't written, but they used an AI composite of his voice.
I've got to say, that being the case, I'm not mad at that. If it was actually something he wrote and they just used a composite, I don't necessarily see what the big deal is of that, if I'm honest. I mean,
it's his words, but
it's his words. That's the key thing. If it wasn't,
none of it. I think all of it was. I think all of the. From what I remember reading about it, it was all. We haven't inserted anything. There's nothing made up. It was all his writing, but it's just bits that he'd
said out loud,
but he hadn't said.
If it's
no, I think that's fair.
If it's actually his words, I think it's an okay use of AI personally. But feel free to correct us, listeners. Not on my opinion, but on whether we're factually correct there. But no, you know what? Like, you know, it's if it was his words written down, and he's literally not there, and they've got like as long as like the right permissions have been sought, which I'm sure they were. I'm okay with that. I mean, you know, his second wife is in the film and interviewed, and I wouldn't be surprised if like she had some sort of estate say over it, to be honest. But anyway. Yeah, weird fucking film though. Like, I'm not surprised that Asia Argento wasn't interviewed. I'll say that. Right.
What's that on it? That sounds really interesting.
I just bought it on Apple TV. It was like $3.99.
Oh, okay.
Fairs. So it was like, yeah, why not? Okay. What's the big Netflix film from the last couple of weeks? The Last House.
I wanted to watch this, but somebody wouldn't watch it with me.
I will watch it. I just didn't get a chance to watch it this week.
Mm-hmm.
We could talk about it next week.
No, I don't think I'll be able to convince him to watch it.
I'll watch it for next week.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. You've said it. Devil Wears Prada.
It's on record.
Yeah, and it is. Devil Wears Prada 2 because it's on Disney Plus now. I thought it was all right, to be honest. It's kind of weird in the meta way of how it's kind of like a throwback to these kind of big studio comedies that don't really get made anymore. That's also a story about old media being replaced by TikTok and Instagram, and it feels like a bit of a raging against the dying of the light in that way, and I quite enjoyed that. Everybody's turning up and putting in a shift. It doesn't necessarily feel like minimum viable product. They do a great job in having a romantic interest, which is literally the minimum amount of effort they needed to put into having a romantic interest in this film. Because you have to have a romantic interest in it, because the film is what it is. But the film is so unconcerned by the guy that I think he's maybe in like 4 scenes across like 2 hours. It's brilliant. Fair play to them. They just concentrate on the shit that people actually care about. Justin Theroux, as a kind of an Elon Musk knockoff, is very, very funny. He's just a fucking idiot.
Justin Theroux is weirdly good at comedy without anyone realising how good he is at comedy.
No, totally. Yeah, he just plays it as a fucking moron. It's great. So, yeah, you know...
Accurate, then.
Yeah, well, yeah. So, do you know what? I had a perfectly good time with this, but, you know, I was watching it on holiday, you know, just kind of like relaxing and whatnot. I think in that kind of environment it works. Also caught up on Over Your Dead Body, which is on Amazon Prime now. It's the John Taccone directed film with Jason Segel and Samara Weaving. They play a couple who go away together for the weekend, but neither of them know that the other is actually trying to murder them.
What?
Sorry, Lottie just appeared behind me. You all right, Bubs?
Apple pencil.
You want the Apple Pencil? Right, okay.
Do you know where your iPad is?
Yes, I do. My iPad is down there by the plug. You see it?
Yep, I'm guessing the Apple Pencil is connected to it. Thank you.
Okie dokie, no worries. Sorry about that. So, yeah. I didn't know that this was produced by David Leitch. And
yes.
It's one of his like 87 North films. So it had a bit more kind of action-y kind of stuff than I was expecting. Also didn't know that this also stars Timothy Olyphant and Juliette Lewis as a prisoner and prison officer, respectively, who go on the run and hide in Weaving and Seagull's house and are then discovered. This is alright. Wasn't as fun as I was hoping it was going to be. It was a little bit too long. There's some terrific gore in it. There's some great surprise, oh shit, that person's head's been taken off kind of stuff. And I thought the Seagull and Weaving worked well together. The age gap between them is addressed as a point in the film, and that kind of dynamic works well. It is too long though. It's like an hour 50, and you just can't.
That should be yeah. That should be under 100 minutes.
Yeah, for sure. In preparation for Teenage Sex and Death at Camp Miasma next week, I finally watched We're All Going to the World's End, a film I'd been putting off for years because Noel said it was shit. Noel was right. I'm really, really looking forward to Camp Miasma, and I think it's great that folks like Jane Schoenbraun seem to be getting quite a bit of success. She's making a Netflix series next. Apparently she's got a book coming out this year, so absolutely go get that bag. We're All Going to the World's Fair is fucking bollocks, and also my reading of it was a little bit, hang on a second, this potentially paedophile coded guy who probably isn't a paedophile says something at the end which is a bit, that kind of sounded like he did actually want to do something with her. Not a fan of that at all. Maybe I don't think I'm reading it wrong because of a specific line. But yeah, I mean, it's not a film for me. It's about a really lonely, sad, terminally online girl becoming convinced that a online game is physically changing her in a kind of Cronenbergian kind of way, watching YouTube videos and stuff that are just kind of like reinforcing this, where other people are talking about that as well. But it's pretty boring, and then every 20 minutes or so there's something in it which is pretty upsetting, and by the end of it I was a bit grow up.
Fair.
So yeah, you know, we'll see. I like Count My Asthma. It just like the vibe of it, the people in it. It just feels like that should be a sure thing for me. But I'm a little bit 0 for 2 with Shaw and Brown at the moment. So let's see how it goes. TV goes okay. It's definitely better than we're all going to the World's Fair. But again, I thought that was pretty over hyped as well. You know, but there we are. Couple other things. Rewatch Mean Streets. Mean Streets is great. Don't need to talk about Mean Streets for fuck's sake.
It's an absolute stone cold fucking banger, is Mean Streets, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, and it's pretty mad that De Niro basically did a role like Johnny Boy like once and was just like, well, I'm not going to do that again because I fucking perfected it.
Yeah, he's so good. He's so fucking good. I remember seeing a thing a few years, I think it was an interview that it was, I don't know, a few years. It was an interview on the Laserdisc for Bad Lieutenant, where Harvey Keitel was talking about his career, and he was talking about Mean Streets and saying that he was like, it's like the role that like at that time you dreamed of. You got like a big role in what you thought was a great movie. And I thought, this is going to be it. This is going to be, you know, this is going to make me. And then I had to watch and play it against De Niro all the time. I'm watching him going, this guy is absolutely stealing this movie from me. And I kind of like it.
Yeah. No, I mean, like he does. To be fair,
yeah, I can't tell. Great in it.
Yeah, he is. But all you think about coming out of that film is Johnny Boy.
Yeah.
And the Be My Baby needle drop at the start. I know everybody loves the Jumping Jack Flash one, and it rules. But my fucking god, like when Be My Baby starts up, it's just like, oh, we're in for a good time here.
I do think that Mean Streets is Scorsese going, I'm really fucking good, you know.
yeah, that like bonkers. It's his third film, bonkers.
Yeah.
Okay, last one before we talk X-Files. Nirvana, the band, the show, the movie. Yeah, so I watched this last night. Kind of sleepy, if I'm honest, as well. So this is a movie of a comedy show, Nirvana, the band, the show, which I think I'm right in saying is basically every episode is these two guys just trying to get booked at a gig at a specific venue in Toronto. and it's like every episode's like a different scheme for how they can play this venue.
It's the guy who's done Tony, isn't it?
Yeah. So yeah, it's
right.
Matt Johnson stars in it, writes it, directs it. And yeah, it's just like this Canadian show that was on, and then they did a movie last year. So it starts off with them trying to jump into this Canadian baseball stadium from the CN Tower in Toronto, so that they can skydive in and then just announce that they've got a gig at this venue, and then if they do that, the venue will have to let them play it. And it's done in this kind of like candid camera way, where, and it must have been with the thing that breaks it for me is it must have had the support of the authorities, where you see them getting bag searched, going up to the CN Tower, and they've got parachutes in their bags, and one of them's got like a pair of pliers on him, and he manages to get through security saying that like he's got his trousers have got like rips all over them. He's just like, yeah, I use these pliers to just like tear bits out of my trousers, and then they let him through, and it's this footage of them along with a bunch of other people doing like a skywalk thing on the top of the CN Tower, where they're like all strapped in. They just cut their restraints off and then jump off the fucking thing. And like, but there are real people around as well. And then they do another.
I'm reading the thing that says here the scenes involved in the CN Tower were filmed without permits.
Fucking.
Johnson McCarroll discussed a potential episode of the television series in which Matt and Jay would take a terrorist attack on top of the CN Tower. They expected security staff to refuse them access and had already shot an alternative scene in which, rather than skydiving, Jay trespasses into the Sky Dome dressed as a Blue Jays mascot. McCullough was arrested whilst filming the mascot sequence. Part of the scenes in the CN Tower ledge was shot by a GoPro on the helmet of an oblivious tour guide.
That is fucking insane. Like, they jump off this tower and land on this the roof of the Sky Dome. I mean, I know, fair play, I respect it more. But then it's like they do something at the end as well, which just feels like, how are they getting away with this? But fair play. But the story of it, it's fucking bonkers, actually. So they get transported back to 2008, where one of them's made a fake flux capacitor from Back to the Future, but in their camper van. But they spill some drink on it, and then it actually works. And then they actually go back to 2008, and then they change something in the past.
They spill some drink in it. That's a bit Hot Tub Time Machine-y.
That is probably inspired by that as well, to be honest.
Yeah. Which is fair.
And then shit happens in the future because of stuff they've done in the past. There's a lot of people saying like it's like the funniest thing in years, blah blah blah. I wasn't quite there with it. I think the kind of like the candid camera stuff that they do, especially like if they actually did that shit without any permission at all from anyone, is fucking wild. Just almost in terms of the fact that the pliers thing, the fact they were let through security, it's like somebody probably got fired. But okay, mad. But yeah, look, it's funny Matt Johnson is a screen presence who some may find charming, some may really, really want him to shut the fuck up. And that seems to be his kind of like persona in real life as well. So your mileage with Matt Johnson, who is obviously very, very talented, but I think he knows it a bit too much. Your mileage may vary. I still enjoyed it more than enough. There's some funny shit in this. A realization, the way that Matt Johnson's character realizes that he's gone back in time is very, very, very good. I will say that. It involves him being in a cinema, and I really enjoyed that.
I might have to go back and watch this.
Yeah, it's funny. It's funny. Not going to be in my films of the year kind of like contender kind of things, but it's fun. Okay, let's end with the director's cut of the X-Files. I Want to Believe, Vac Frankenstein, which they've obviously put some money into this because there's new scenes. They've got the 20th Century Studios logo at the start, which was real fucking weird. I just like, it was like, wow, all right, they actually care, and yet it's hidden on Disney Plus. Letterboxd tells us, it's directed by Chris Carter and stars Dave Duchovny, Gillian Anderson, Amanda Peet, Exhibit, and Billy Connolly. Letterboxd tells us Mulder and Scully are called back to duty by the FBI when a former priest claims to be receiving psychic visions pertaining to a kidnapped agent. Yep, that sounds right to me. So, Mark, you intimated earlier on that you did actually notice some differences between this and the theatrical cut, because I thought there were maybe a few shots, but I wasn't entirely sure there was more than that. So, what were your thoughts on this?
I think I enjoyed it more than the original cut, but it's messier. Like because I mean it's about 6-7 minutes shorter, and there's new bits in it, so there are bits cut out of it. Like there's you do know in this version of it that Mulder and Scully are an item now.
Yeah.
But there's a lot more of that in the original version of it. I think the sequencing is different as well. So there's some bits in this that happen earlier.
In different order.
It's a different order, isn't it? Yeah. For that. There's little bits, I think, where Amanda Peet's character is more prevalent in the...
massively, I think.
I'm just going to refer to them as I Want to Believe and the Vac Frankenstein.
Yeah.
To make it easier for listeners. In I Want to Believe, Pete's quite flirty a little bit with Mulder.
Cut,
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And all of that's gone. No, that's definitely there. She's a little bit... Yeah, there's a little bit flirty. There's also a little bit more of Billy Connolly in it. There's quite a bit he's in he's a side character in this, whereas he's much more of a central. The film revolves around a lot more around Scully has a lot more time with him.
Yes. Yeah.
In it, there's a few more where they push up against each other. In the original than this. Obviously, there's a bit more gore in it. I think that's there. I enjoyed it. It's a mess. It's a messy film, but I Want to Believe is a messy film.
It feels more coherent though. This feels more like a followable storyline that makes sense.
I think the second half of it does. The first half doesn't. But I think maybe the first half, it's because I was noticing that happens later. Wait, that has already happened when this happens. And then something else happens, and I'm like, wait a minute, that had happened before that happened. So I think I'd like to watch it again where my brain isn't trying to re-sequence bits into things.
Yeah.
But I think we both said after it, like, that is a different movie.
It is, yeah, it feels completely different. Do you know what it feels like? And this is what you want from an X-Files movie? A really long X-Files episode.
Yeah, it does.
Whereas I Want to Believe doesn't feel X-Filesy. It's all based around Mulder and Scully's relationship and stuff like that. And what's his face? Chris Carter?
Yeah.
Has said, like, in the series, that was always there, but we always kept it as a background element and as a supporting character to the actual stories that we were telling, whereas the studios wanted to make it front and centre in I Want to Believe, and it just ended up being a romance with some supernatural shit rather than supernatural shit with some, like, romantic tension.
If the scene where they're both in bed together and she's talking to him, if that wasn't pivotal, absolutely you need that for the story in both films.
That would be gone as well.
That'd be gone.
Yeah.
And it's almost, when it got to that point, because it cut out all the bits of, like, her going back to the, what is it? In this version, she just goes to Mulder's house.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking by the time it got to that point where they're both in bed, I was thinking, have they just completely taken out the fact that they're together in this?
Yeah.
Because none of it could have just been his house.
Yeah.
All of the stuff between them is just him and her being partners stuff.
Yeah.
Like, it's not. She always lent on him for support and vice versa. Even before they got together, all this kind of stuff. If they'd taken out that role where they're in bed together, it could have just been that they're just back to being partners.
Which I'm surprised that kept, but it needs to be because it's such an important. The conversation is such an important.
Yeah.
Kind of conversation for her story, but her story is both the
stuff with the kids massively shortened.
Yeah, isn't it?
To the benefit of the film.
Because it's a boring side story. That
was there more with the Doctor with the big ears in the theatrical cut?
The priest,
the priest. Sorry, priest Yabara.
There's more.
There's a lot more to Scully's doctoring storyline in the theatrical cut.
Yeah, there's a lot of Scully actually is taken out of this movie. It's quite weird.
It benefits it though, because to be honest, we're not really here to watch an X-Files movie and learn about Scully being a paediatric doctor. Yeah.
But there is the X-Files bingo of Scully at one point going, "I'm a doctor though."
She is a doctor though.
But it's just I haven't watched that much X-Files, but I'm like, I am pretty sure she says that in every single X-Files.
I don't know, this feels so much more like what it always should have been to me.
Yeah.
Because you watch the I Want to Believe theatrical and it's like, what even is this? Tonally, this is completely different to anything that X-Files has ever really been.
Yeah, it's darker.
Is the bit about buggering 37 boys in the original?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Fair.
That's a great line. Yeah. She really comes in hot.
She really does, yeah. But I feel like in this version of it, you feel her visceral hate for him.
Oh, yeah.
Way more.
Yeah.
Because I enjoyed this more than I remembered, and I think that must be like I clearly don't remember the theatrical cut as well as you guys. So the fact that I was like, yeah, that was pretty good. Must be because it was a different film.
I do think it is quite different. It's different enough that it's like it makes it worthwhile.
Oh god, yeah. I mean, I'll watch this again before I'll watch the original version again.
Oh yeah.
I mean, this was a film that basically existed because there was a strike at the time, and Fox just needed some product for the summer, and there was a sense to the theatrical cut that it was kind of like, was this just like shot and edited to a schedule? and it, like you say, Bex, like it doesn't feel like an X-Files episode. It feels like a weaker Monster of the Week thing, whereas this, it's got that mix of those X-Files episodes that are just fucking like gross and icky, but along with a good supernatural bit as well. Even though it is like what he's seeing these visions just because that he buggered one of those guys. That's literally it, and it's it's God's work, right? Okay, I don't necessarily feel like an X-Files episode ever ended with it was God's work. But at least that I don't know. Yeah. Sorry, I'm a little bit out of it, but I liked this. I would watch it again, and it's really interesting what you say about the relationship stuff as well, because there's literally just like a few lines in that scene where they're in bed, where it's like Scully says something to Mulder, and Mulder's like, "Well, now I can't sleep." So it was obviously something important there. Yeah. That's interesting. I think it's cool that like Chris Carter got them to actually do this. It's really random.
Yeah, it feels very much like you want to do a new X-Files? Yeah. You want to do it without me? Yeah. I have one condition. And they've gone, go on, man. Yeah.
It is interesting because like Chris Carter's been doing press around this and saying that he has got nothing to do with the Coogler. He's not even read the script. He's got an executive producer credit on it because he's given it his blessing, but he's got nothing to do with it.
But he's very much being like, he's not being, this is fuck all to do with me and I'm angry about it. He's very much like, it's not my X-Files, but, you know, Orion's an incredibly talented filmmaker, and, you know, there we go.
But it is mad that he's also saying, like, he's still got X-Files stuff that he wants to tell. And it's like, do the two paths meet at some point? Like, I was reading an interview with Gillian Anderson this morning, publicising Count My Asthma, where they bring up the new X-Files, and she's a bit like, I can't really say anything about that, wink wink. So it's, if that's going to be in continuity, then is that going to fuck with Chris Carter's vision? But yeah, like you say, Mark, I do wonder whether it was, hey, let me put this director's cut out and I'll play nice.
Yeah. You know, Chris Carter's clearly made his nut off X-Files, and he's going to make money off the new X-Files. And he's probably just gone, do you know what? This will be the only chance I have to get the film out that I wanted to get out, which is essentially more akin to a horror movie than it is a... Because that was what I want to believe was pitched kind of more as, was more of a horror element-y rather than sci-fi element. X-Files bit. And then when you watched it, you were a bit like, well, it is more horror-y than X-Files normally is. But it's not horror-y. But then this is kind of quite horror-y.
Yeah. The Frankenstein stuff's like fucking great in this, and much more of a thing.
Yeah. Well, that's it. It's more the key ending, whereas that's a side bit to Billy Connolly.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, in this, I think there's more scenes with him, I think. In this, it's just literally, he basically shows him where it is, and then that's it, he dies off screen.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, he's barely in the second half, is he?
No.
Yeah. He does the whole, she's still alive thing, and they're like, oh, no, he's useless. And it's just that one scene where Scully basically makes him have a seizure, and then that's it, isn't it?
Yeah. Scully kills him.
Well, no, it's because what's her name's having a seizure.
Yeah, it's good.
Nah, it's Scully's fault.
It's Brian's fucking fault.
Fucking Brian.
Yeah, definitely not shit. Fair play.
Yeah, definitely not shit. I liked it. I Want to Believe. But this will be the version I watch now.
I think it's a real achievement, to be honest, to use and reorder and rejig what's essentially already there to make a completely fucking different movie. Even just like as a film studies fucking thing.
Yeah,
like,
it's Euro, yeah.
Yeah. It's really like worthwhile to have. But as a movie itself, it's the better movie of the two.
Yeah. I mean, our audience poll was definitely not shit 50%, Geostorm 50%.
That's fair. I can get
Which is fair.
Yeah.
I mean, the Geostorm's probably for the like the buggering 37 altar boys line or whatever it is. Which, it's just an incredible fucking line. Yeah.
Mulder's response to it as well is great.
What, when he's just like, yeah.
It's like that's a terrific way to describe it. It's not quite that paraphrasing, but he basically said something like that, isn't it?
No, I mean, like, and then she's just like, well, like, you know, I could have said some other words, you know, or something like that. It's good. It's good.
Yeah. But as well, I remember seeing the thing with Chris Pratt was he said that they were absolutely pushing for it to be that it wasn't true. The studio was pushing, saying we want it to come out that actually it wasn't true, that it was all a big hoax. And he was like, "No, we did that in the first X-Files movie." And secondly, apparently, Billy Connolly was like, "If I'm playing this role, no, I don't want it to be that later on he gets completely exonerated about everything."
Always, whenever we watch an X-Files movie, and we do rewatch them fairly regularly, don't we? It always makes me want to go back and watch the series.
It doesn't me.
No.
There's just if there was like 2 seasons of it, maybe, but there's like.
That's a colourful way of putting it. But I have another word if you'd like.
Yeah, that's a colourful way. That's it. Yeah.
I bet you do, Gillian,
like
fucking minx. Sorry.
She's a minx, isn't she?
Oh,
fucking love her.
I mean, she's got an energy drink called G-Spot.
Love that for her. Love that.
Yes.
And she's just got such magnificent hair.
Yep. Right. We have a question. It's from Dylan. It says, moving forward, will you be watching movie trailers through your traditional ways, or like with the recent Spider-Man campaign, will you be waiting until they drop on BMW dashboard?
Sorry, I loved it. Have you guys heard about this?
No! And I was thinking, I don't want to look this up because I want Ian to tell me about it.
This is fucking brilliant, right? So BMW, the company who a few years back wanted to lock heated seats behind a software like subscription thing where you'd have to pay monthly to have a feature that's just in the car.
I do remember this, yeah. I remember us talking about it, Ian.
Okay, yeah, man. Like, so with a recent software update, the latest BMW cars now just have Spider-Man shit all over the infotainment. And like kind of like trailers and kind of like fun visualizations where like Spider-Man takes over the infotainment. And it like it's like in Popstar Never Stop Never Stopping with the fridge.
Fridges.
It's like right. I'll try not to talk too long about this, but one of the things that is quite big in kind of like talking about the future of autonomy and whatnot at the moment is if people have driverless cars, what are they going to spend their time in the car doing? And a big thing is being advertised to. So
yeah.
This is like one step where it's like some people are going like, this is fun and it's not going to be in there forever. And it's just like, nah, man, this is a fucking slippery slope. If people allow this kind of stuff to happen,
this is a test.
Yeah. it's just going to carry on and on and on and on. And it's... you don't need to be advertised to in your fucking car. You know, like, your TV... If your TV's got an internet connection right now, you turn it on, and there's just fucking ads for shit all over the place. And you know, are you seeing any of that like money back or anything through like a cheaper TV? No, but you know, you can get Netflix on it, I suppose. And it just absolute shitification. This is, it's absolute bollocks. And, like, just screens in cars. Just, no. You don't... The passenger doesn't need a screen. And I'm sorry, but it will... even if it's not really in your absolute central view, it will still be fucking distracting. If you, like...
Yeah, there's an element of... If you start putting that in, you are almost... You I don't care what disclaimer you put in saying driver uses with own risk. No, manufacturer, you are responsible for it. Don't put it there, because yes, 99.9% of people will go, that's a stupid idea. But 1% isn't actually 1%, probably about 30% now will go, I don't watch TV while I drive.
Yeah.
Absolute fucking bollocks, and like it's got a fair bit of backlash, but they haven't pulled it.
No, because they'll have paid.
You know, and it just, man, the best thing to say about driverless cars is they'll probably never be fully legal in our lifetime, because fuck right off if you think I would have a car drive me down country roads.
Yeah, like I say, in a car that we had fairly recently, it had all the mechanics that could make it. So it had radar, cruise control, lane assist, and all sorts. But you could literally, we tried to do it one time. We were coming back on a motorway late at night.
No one
around, and we went, right, let's sling the radar on. Let's put it into cruise control at 70. Let's put the lane assist on, and let's just have a quick look to see, like, if you have all this, if it is just like I am just sat here. And it started wobbling us off a line, and it then put us back in between the lines. And for about 2 minutes, I was just sat there going, I'm not touching the pedal, I'm not touching the steering wheel, and this is keeping us going. And I was like, I do not like this. I've got cruise control in my car. I've had it in my past 3 cars, and I don't know how to use it, and I don't want to learn.
I think it would be dangerous for you to have cruise control.
I don't want to use it.
That's fair.
I don't need it.
No.
The fact that I've got a hybrid and it's automatic, that is enough. That, like...
Well, that's it. I used to use it in my old car, but like I slow down by decelerating. I don't, like, if I'm just on a road, I'll slow down by decelerating. I won't hit my brakes. So like sometimes you'll come off, you'll like lift your foot up, expecting just like through muscle memory or whatever, and like everything you've learnt about driving in the many years you've driven, to start slowing down, and you don't, and then you go, oh shit, actually, yeah, I need to brake there. Yeah, and you'd get used to it with use, but it's
my problem with more modern cars at the moment, with like all the driver safety ADAS, I think they call them, systems that they put in cars now, it's actually really distracting, and I feel like I'm like a fucking like Top Gear viewer saying like, just let me drive the car, but it's like I have to manually every time turn off a speed limit warning thing that will misread speed limits, and then will start loudly dinging at me like every few seconds if I'm going above the speed. Like I say, if it actually reliably gave me the right speed every time, I wouldn't have a problem with it. But when I'm on an A road and it swears blind I should be doing 30, fuck off. and I have to literally have to remember to turn it off every time I turn the car on.
Yeah, I'm the same. I have to turn my lane assist off. Otherwise, anytime I go from one lane to another on a dual carriageway, my car goes. Ah!
No. In our previous car though,
you couldn't turn it off, could you?
You couldn't turn it off fully, but you could turn it off from being so sensitive, couldn't you? But if you ever forgot, it like literally pinballs you across the road.
Yeah,
it like threw you.
In our last
across.
car, I nearly had an accident.
Yeah, because it nearly bounced you into a cyclist, didn't it?
Exit nearly bounced me into a cyclist. Yeah. So I was going round a cyclist. It was a 2-lane. It was on a dual carriageway. They shouldn't have been on the fucking dual carriageway.
No, they shouldn't.
And I was going round them. Nothing in front of me, anything like that. So I was going up at a normal pace, went to go round them, and it bounced me back, and I nearly smashed into the back of this cyclist. And at that point, I was like, I got home, ran to it, and went, "How do I turn this off?" And you can't on this one. I was like, "It's dangerous."
Yeah.
Luckily on mine now, I can just turn the fucking thing off.
I don't even have it.
You have the Flintstones, she's got a car there.
Bless her, she's an old bird.
My recent favourite one as well is our car has a thing where if it thinks you're going to reverse into something, it sharply brakes. And I had to turn that off because every single fucking time I reverse in Lottie's school car park, it seems to think I'm about to run over a kid. And it's the brake is sharp as well, like it judders you. But yeah, like I really like I love electric cars. I've been driving electric for ages. Really into new technology and stuff, but you do not need a fucking Spider-Man promotional thing in your car.
No. The problem that I have is everybody on the road think that they're A, the best driver in the world, and B, their journey is more important than anybody else on the road. And so if you give people the opportunity to not pay as much attention, they're going to crash.
Yeah.
Fair. Yeah. Okay, there you go.
What could we next week, Ian?
So next week, I mean, yeah, it's going to be a little bit of a discussion, I think. So we got a couple of biggies. Not necessarily a biggie. The latest Jason Statham is out on Friday. Mutiny.
How fucking late is that?
Yep. We've also got the new Insidious,
which I have heard is really fucking dark.
Oh, really?
Apparently, it is like, this is fucking violent and gory and very dark.
Which one's this? Sorry.
The new Insidious.
Nice.
Okay. Also, like I say, probable expansion of Tony, Teenage Sex and Death at Camp Miasma, and Mark.
Yep.
You know what's coming out?
What? Is that next week?
What is it, baby?
Is it Kurt vs. Sackman?
Yeah.
Is that next week?
Yep.
I don't know.
Fucking yes! Holy shit, there's a lot coming out.
Yeah. So I think it's going to be a question of what we can get to. I think it's probably fair to say that Coyote vs. Acme is a yes.
Yes!
I'll be honest, I'm not remotely bothered about Mutiny.
I mean, we didn't even review Shelter, so I think that's fine. I mean, I'm going to see Camp Miasma.
I would like to see Camp Miasma.
Yeah.
Alright, cool. And, I mean, it sounds like Insidious might be a goer as well, but maybe that one's a little bit on the bubble.
What's out the week after?
There is... One Night Only and The Dog Stars.
I mean, I am actually quite looking forward to Dog Stars in a weird way.
I mean, yeah, no. So I mean, One Night Only has got massive. That's probably going to be on VOD in the US in the next couple of weeks. Smell to it.
That's going to be available very soon.
Well, basically, if we don't get to one of those excluding Mutiny, then we'll do it the week after.
Yeah. Fucking Coyote versus Abby. I thought it was weeks away, but it is it? Because it's next week. Because I can't comprehend when we are in August at the moment.
Indeed.
Fucking so excited. When's it out? Is it out now? Can we go now? Let's go now.
No.
Damn it!
It's going to be a good show next week.
Day. And honestly, it was fucking brilliant.
Yeah?
Yeah. We need to go to early screens so I can go twice.
No, we're not going to do that. But you have to agree to Insidious.
Fine. You can go watch Insidious while I go watch.
No.
Oh, the world's healing.
I mean,
it's not bad.
To be fair, Bex, if you're not bothered about Coyote versus Acme, Mark's not bothered.
I'm not bothered about it.
Oh, okay.
I'm bothered about both. I'm just saying, he's really bothered about Coyote versus Acme, and I'm really bothered about any Insidious movie that comes out. So,
okay,
that's the deal.
And
damn it, check it, see if it was out on Wednesday. It's like a early screening.
No, that's Friday, mate. Yeah. Just slight production conversation. When are we actually thinking to record next week? Because that might affect what we review.
Could we do? Ooh.
I mean, we could do Monday the 24th in theory, and then it keeps it to just over a week.
It's a lot to fit in, though, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, failing that, I'd be side of the 29th for me.
Well, in that case, let's do Monday the 24th and see what we can get to.
Monday the 24th. Yeah.
I mean, I can do another night. It's just obviously I won't be able to join until after.
We should get some films to watch.
I mean, you finish a bit early on the Wednesday.
What, Wednesday the 26th? Yeah, I think that and what?
You could do Wednesday, and I can just join when I finish.
Yeah.
What time would you be on?
God, not till like 8:45.
Okay.
Actually, yeah, that's not going to work, is it?
Yeah. Monday we'll just get what we can get done.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. No, that's fine. Yeah, we'll get done what we can get done. But we'll do Monday, yeah?
Yeah.
Cool. All right, nice one. All right, there you go. So, folks, you kind of know when to expect the next show after this one. Right, let's go. Thanks very much for listening, folks. Thank you very much, Becky.
Thanks very much.
Thank you very much, Mark.
Thank you very much.
And fuck you, Jason. I've done that for a while. Good night.
Bye.
Bye-bye.